Hello and welcome to a new video, and today we are traveling with an Intercity from Berlin to Hamburg. It is a very special train and I will show you why in a second. Here on the map you can see our route. Today we are going via Wittenberge, Ludwigslust and Büchen, and we're starting at Berlin Südkreuz, which is also the start of the train. And here we are at the station, and now we can already see our train here at the platform, and this is Intercity 2070. And yes, it is an Intercity, not an Eurocity, and still it is operated by Czech coaches. Our locomotive today is a Vectron, and here we can see our coach. We are traveling in second class today, and this is our coach today in a 2+2 configuration in second class. And this train has very nice features. We have a very big sturdy table that is very good for working on a laptop. You have enough space even if you adjust the seat. You have 2 power sockets per person. So we have a regular power socket and a USB socket per person. So this is much better than the German trains, who only have 1 power socket for 2 people, for 2 seats. And in general the seats are comfortable and nice, and I really like the interior of this train. But the interesting thing is now, why is there a Czech train operating an Intercity in Germany that is going only from Berlin to Hamburg? And to be honest, I'm not 100% sure, but usually trains between Berlin and Hamburg are Eurocities and they're continuing on to Prague or even further. And this train is starting very early in the morning, so I think it arrived from Prague late night yesterday and is now continuing on to Hamburg, and from there is going back to Prague. That's at least what I think. I also checked the new schedule, and it is still an Intercity, and it is supposed to have a restaurant on board. And in Germany, unfortunately, all Intercities got rid of their Bord Bistro, so the restaurant on board, since the change of schedules that took place in December 2023, but according to official plans, this train does still have a restaurant on board, so that means that still this year this train must be operated by Czech cars, because there are no German restaurant cars anymore in the Intercities, which is, in my opinion, very, very sad. We are now in Berlin, a main station, the second stop. The train was not very crowded, still, as it is very early in the morning. We have a third stop in Berlin. This is Berlin Spandau, the station that we are reaching here right now. And then we are continuing via Wittenberge, Ludwigslust and Büchen to Hamburg. So yeah, as I said, there are no more restaurant cars in German Intercities, and I wanted to make a farewell video and travel one last time with a restaurant car in an Intercity, but unfortunately Deutsche Bahn was on strike once again, and therefore my train got cancelled and I had to travel on another day with a different train that didn't have a restaurant car. So unfortunately there will be no farewell video about the restaurant cars, but for example, if you travel with this train, there's still a chance that you will get a restaurant on board. But if you check in the app of Deutsche Bahn, you will see a note that this train does not have a restaurant car, so that is quite interesting, because according to the official plans, this train is coming with the restaurant car, but according to the app, the restaurant is not available. So I think that the restaurant car is still in the train, but the restaurant itself is not open, and will just open when the train is going back, for example, to Prague. When I was traveling with this train, the restaurant car was open, and additionally the crew was also walking through the train and selling coffee right at your seat. So that was very nice. Selling things at your seat is also the new idea for the German Intercities, so there will be no more restaurant cars, but a small trolleys going through, like in an airplane. You can buy things there, but of course this is not as nice as a restaurant. And here in this train we have both. You have a crew that is passing through with items, bringing them right to your table, or you can go to the restaurant car, and this is, in my opinion, the perfect solution, but of course it's a bit more expensive. as you need more crew for this. Here we are reaching the station of Wittenberg with another very interesting train. It's the oncoming train from Hamburg to Berlin, but this train is continuing on till Hungary, till Budapest, and therefore it's using Hungarian cars. And this is also a thing that I really would like to do, traveling with the Hungarian cars on this route, or also in the other direction heading to Dresden and Prague. Our next stop will be Ludwigslust and then Büchen. The landscape that we are going through is not that spectacular, it's mostly flat landscape with fields and forests, so nothing too spectacular. Here we have the station of Ludwigslust, and now we're continuing on to Büchen, where you have connections to Lüneburg and Lübeck, and then we are reaching Hamburg. In this case, Hamburg was the final stop of the train. Sometimes they are continuing on from Hamburg main station to Hamburg Altona or to Neumünster, but in this case, Hamburg Hauptbahnhof main station was the final stop of the train, so I was joining this train on the full length from Berlin Südkreuz to Hamburg main station. We are now slowly reaching the city boundaries of Hamburg, and as I had a very short connection of just 8 minutes, I was already waiting at the door for the last few minutes to be the first one to leave and to hop over to the other platform to catch my train. I was just getting an S-Bahn that is going every 10 to 20 minutes, but from this S-Bahn I had to catch a bus, and this bus is only going once an hour, so I wanted to make sure that I really catch the S-Bahn. We were bang on time, so I actually made that very short connection. That was quite nice, and here we are in Hamburg. I really love arriving into Hamburg by train, not on this line but on other lines. You can already see the big ships in the harbor, but in general I think Hamburg is a very beautiful city, and I really enjoy arriving there by train, even though the main station is not very nice, but still I really enjoy the moment when you go into Hamburg by train. And here we are at the main station of Hamburg, where I left immediately and walked over to my other platform and made my connection, so that was very good. And that's actually already it for this video. Here we are in Hamburg, I'm leaving the train, and that's it for this video. I hope it was interesting for you. Here you can see when my next video will be uploaded. As always, I'd like to say thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please consider to comment, like, subscribe or share the video link, and I hope to see you in my next video.